This is about helping people, you know. We are here because this country is not the same as my country or your country, you know. People here don't have possibility to go to shop, you know, without being aware that there is something, you know, they should be shot or there should be some explosion of ID.
Michael Mirez leads the Slovak Explosive Ordnance Demolition Team, or EOD.
Are we going to be in Hurt Locker 2? Is that what this is?
The Slovaks have worked alongside U.S. forces in Kandahar city since July and have now reached the end of their deployment. The commander of the U.S. Army's Warhorse Brigade recognized the Slovaks for their service.
I think you've gone out on about almost over 60 missions. I had 18 different IED events that led to, you know, over 2,000 kilograms of explosives being taken off of the battlefield.
This ceremony for the Slovak team was an unusual honor. A photo of a particular IED incident had caught the commander's eye.
I think you guys, one of you guys went into the culvert.
All you can see was his feet.
The humor of these men belies the seriousness of what Michael did when his team responded to a report of an IED during a peace conference in Kandahar.
There's just one way from the town to airport, and at the end of the conference, insurgents put ID to the culvert close to the main road.
Many IEDs can be dealt with by these surprisingly capable robots equipped with cameras. But when the Slovak team arrived, they realized that the robots wouldn't be able to reach the explosives.
Because the culvert was small, you know, so I couldn't go inside with the bomb suit because there is a big helmet and it is really huge.
So he took off the helmet and top before crawling in.
We disarmed it, and it was a really big ID, and it could kill a lot of people. So that's what happened there.
That is that selfless service, putting yourself at risk to ensure for the safety and security of the people.
Security, we have 1,285 vehicles in a tight security perimeter around here. All the civilians have been evacuated.
An integral part of Michael's deployment with the U.S. EOD company is training. Michael is given a team leader test, masterminded by colleague Sergeant Salazar.
As far as explosives go, the only thing real is the batteries and the buzzers. That's it. If he makes a mistake, we'll hear a little siren go off. Hopefully we won't hear any sirens go off.
Although there are no real explosives, there would obviously be a cost professionally to Michael if he fails.
You have to have some kind of fear, you know, because it keeps you alive. So you can't just go there, do everything in rush, cut the cables and not to think about anything. You have to be there, you have to be a little bit afraid what could happen, you know, but it's something like controlled fear, you know, which keeps you pump your adrenaline and do the things in a good way.
But the job requires more than steady nerves. They call it a craft because it requires endless training and skill building.
You know, we had a lot of training back home, you know. We were trained like for 5 years.
And there's the constant sharing of information about the enemy's changing tactics.
When we are here, we have to, every day, we have to learn something, you know. So if there are some incident in another FOBs and another bases, you know, so I try to go through storyboards and learn.
Although Michael goes in alone, it's not a solo performance.
You have to know that there is somebody on who you can rely on. My team, we are working together like for more than 4 years, you know. So we know each other, you know. I can rely on them, you know.
The American EOD team also provides support.
We bring them in and we treat them just like they're part of the company, and they have been since day one. You know, they're part of the brotherhood. Like I said, EOD is a brotherhood, so it doesn't matter what country it is either.
They support us, they work with us. If there is some problem, we go to them and ask them, hey, what to do with this?
Michael freed the hostages without sounding a buzzer.
You make me proud, man.
The EOD must face each bomb like a new puzzle. They can't treat anything in a routine manner because the enemy is always changing tactics.
Tough operating environment. I mean, unfortunately, we lost a soldier tonight.
We have to realize what is this job about, you know, that we can lose our life every day in this job. And so we have to put everything into it because there is nobody else who can do it, you know. If it is worth it, you are asking if it is worth it? I think it is. It is like if I disarm some ID, you know, and it helps and it doesn't kill any people, you know, and I got some experience, and everybody is safe back home. It is kind of satisfaction for me, you know. So I think it's worth it.
It's a pleasure to work with you.
Jeff Holden in Kandahar for the NATO channel.
Good job, Richie. You know I kick your ass in soccer.